next.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
that's the idea.
Looks like we're gonna, yes, and he has slightly 5 figures.
Excellent.
It's mid-level in at the moment. We're losing 3,000.
I wouldn't expect any less from Jay, to be honest.
There's confidence between each other.
Pretty much. I haven't played Tony Hawk's for a long time, but I've got the controls in my mind. I mean, I've got number 3 on PS2 and the first 2 on PS1. So.
Out on an emulator. We're going to 3, 2, 1, and it's the final trick. And we're done.
Nicely done.
15084.
Spectrum. Okay, this is Spectrum. It's a platform game based around changing colours to land on different platforms.
If you're not the right colour, you can't land on the platform, you just drop straight through.
Yeah, this looks sort of pretty simple. I'm guessing the buttons on the controller, well, simple but, you know, deceptively hard. I'm guessing the buttons on the controller, the colours correspond to the colours on screen. Game called Induction, isometric perspective. Very nice graphic style. Spoke to the guy here, says he's a programmer, not an artist. I don't believe him, this is kind of beautiful.
We'll start off back there. So, start off there.
Game seems to be about wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff. Okay, here's an interesting one. Hashtag Dungeon. It's a Twitter roguelike. It's sort of a roguelike sort of Binding of Isaac thing, but with Pixar graphics. Uses Twitter activity from your profile somehow to generate game content, which is a very interesting idea. Full journalist disclosure, I know this guy from Twitter.
Hey.
Say hi.
Yeah. We're not corrupt.
We're all corrupt.
Actually, it's about hashtags in dungeons. Rich is going to try and beat me. I was absolutely terrible since I've not played this. Ever. Having not played a Tony Hawk's game in years, I expect it to be rusty. Rich has his concentration face. Concentration face.
Sure.
Yeah. Not trying to put him off. Honestly trying for good video.
Interference from Jay there.
I've been rumbled. Right, okay, so this is a fairly old school looking schmuck, which I'm never going to shy away from. Ew, what are they?
Things.
It's all like, set inside the human body. So,
Yeah,
Oh god.
I don't know where the windmills are there, but you can use your imagination about it.
I'm going to call them nanoprobes.
Yeah.
That's the enemy. It's experimental surgery. Somebody obviously took too much stock in alternative medicine and spaceships. But the body monsters. Game called Bang Bang Bang. It's by developer Sophie Holden. We've featured one of her games. There we go. It looks to be a party thing. There were people playing it. They've gone. We're just sort of looking at the demo mode here. It's just looks to be pixel art fire. Looks kind of fun. We might have a go on that.
Yeah, it's
This thing is the Doom Engine game that
to work in.
Adventure of Square. I wonder if Spike likes it.
I did some of the music. Now that you've said it,
So yeah, given I'm making a game in the Doom Engine as well, this is kind of interesting to see a different approach.
And get back to Doom 3 again. It's surprisingly effective.
Okay, Rich has found something called Mushroom 11. Let's have a look at this. You seem to be squidging some goo around. That's cool.
Okay. hell is that supposed to be? I don't know.
What is what supposed to be?
These things.
Yeah, the little
Oh!
guy. You've eaten a guy.
Yeah. Oh, screw this. Let's just keep... Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me.
Oh, you're doing it. You're doing it. Chase that snot.
That turns blue with DNA. So,
Having to figure out sort of how to use the various properties of the green slime. You know, it's sort of what Rich is trying to do here is keep it anchored so it doesn't fall with the gravity into the lava. So once he manages to get a bit out in that channel on the left, he's basically plain sailing. But it's just getting it out there. You can't push it from the upward channel because that's just going to... Oh,
here's the thing.
Yes, chase it, yes.
Yeah.
See, when you erase some from the back, more comes up at the front. Right, here are people making the games with various tools. Some of the guys modelling an arch. Those are important. Here's another prop. It's like really cool just to see the guys working there. Some sort of concept design, you know, characters and things. Take a look at this. It's great. And I'm going to take some of these.
I really don't know who I am.
Pixel bits. Sort of looks cool. Looks like to be a thing like Mario Picross thing. Clues about the amount of squares on each column and row. It's a great puzzle solving thing. Okay, this is Johann Sebastian Joust. It appears to be people with the PlayStation Move neon lollipops. I don't know what they're doing, but it's great. One we're going to come here for 2 days. One of the recurring themes seems to be that people are trying to take games out of the virtual space into the physical. And yeah, this is an example of that. It's Johann Sebastian Joust. Yeah, it's bizarre. Looks like it might actually be kind of fun. I get you. They are trying to touch each other's PlayStation controllers, the PlayStation moves. That's Okay, Rich is playing one of my favourite games of the show so far, Vectagon. First time, be gentle.
What did it do for Vectagon? It makes
People have been drawing game art here. We have sort of creepers, adorable things. I don't know what the toad is from. This person loves drawing. There's some great stuff here. Oh gee, I wonder who drew that. A very familiar looking Spyro with FireButton Gaming on it. There's a great looking claptrap there. Pikachu. My favourite is the adorable creeper here. That's amazing. Oh, and look, there's another. Somebody seems to have drawn the skeleton inside the creeper. I think. Yes, it's got the TNT. They've dissected the creeper. That's great. Oh, and actually, this is my new favourite. I've just noticed it here. Minecraft cow. It says moo. Oh, there's some great crashes here. Yeah.
last 30 seconds for 3,000 points. So a couple of big tricks.
Yeah, to beat my score, all Rich really has to do is a successful chain of about 3 tricks, and he should do it. Or a long grind.
Another big trick and you're there. No pressure. No pressure. Another 1,000 points.
Got 11 seconds
One good
left.
grind will take you there.
8, 7, 6, 5.
And you're there.
Oh no!
40,078.
Did you fail to beat me?
Yes, I did.
And I was rubbish.
Hey, FireButton then. This is GameCity, and this is the 5th day of the actual festival, but this is the 3rd day that FireButton is covering.
Steve's here, and there's Mike doing non-product placement.
Non-branded beverage.
Right then, we'll see you inside.
So what's this then? Tell us about it.
This is my game. It doesn't have a name. We're having a competition to name the game at the moment. So,
Alright.
but yeah, it's, at the moment it's for the Wii U, and it's a motion control game. This is the single player mode, where you're essentially everything's in time for music and you're collecting points and stuff. There's also a 4-player split screen racing mode as well. Right, so player 1, 2, 3, and 4. So player 2's to right. So, you're on hard mode, but whatever, you guys. The easiest way is to hold it like that, like a steering wheel, and then see this. Are any of you colourblind? No. Okay, there is a colourblind mode. So
Probably good job I'm not playing this.
Whatever colour is in this square here, you've got to match that with what's coming towards you on the track. So, and the way that you change the colour is by turning your wheel. So, and there's like some spin cards, power-ups and so on. So, but yeah, essentially the colourblind mode has different set of colours. The idea being, really, you just need to be able to tell the difference between them. So, obviously, colourblind people, they can see the range of colours they have dyslexic. And then the second thing is, you can see, okay, you've got the blocks, but you've also got the rings around them. And in theory, the little marker on the ring is supposed to point, there's a bug in it where it doesn't point, but it's supposed to point to where you're supposed to select your colour wheel.
So you got any current hot picks for your name?
Sorry?
Well, you got a naming competition going on.
Yeah, so please, nothing to do with colour. There's so many games with colour out there. So,
yeah, it's called Redirection. It's a puzzle game about robots in mazes.
Yeah.
So the key thing is that you can't control the robots. All that you can do is put stuff in their way to direct them towards the exit.
Yeah.
Lots of levels. They get more complicated as you go on. It gets harder and harder, and hopefully it's quite addictive.
That's cool. It's quite simple then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool looking.
It's simple idea and actual structure.
So is this coming out, or is this just like the alpha?
This is already an alpha. So every level in this demo here is already available from redirectiongame.com. But it's been like greenlit, and when the game is finished, it's going to be on Steam for PC, Mac, and Linux.
Cool. All right. So which one's this?
This is Run and Run. It's a speed running platformer, which is essentially just getting to A to B as quickly as possible. I took a lot of inspiration from Sonic in speed and kind of Super Mario in terms of like speed control.
Cool.
I think if you go to the website, come up with like one of the tabs at the top is just like Wii U.
It looks very Sonic meets Mario a little bit.
Yeah. With I've not played the game, but it looks a little cannibals as well. I've only ever seen videos of that. And the 2D Mirror's Edge actually, which I played a little bit of. But it looks a bit more intuitive than that.
Jason, serious game face mode.
Oh yeah, if you press up, it will cancel.
Oh.
Hey, so I just saw the sign outside. There's a video game advice for parents. It's not really a video game as such, but we just want to cover what we got here at GameCity because there's like all sorts for everyone. So what kind of things? So what we're doing is we're running a video game advice service for parents, and we're trialling on paper a lot of the features of the site that we're building that's going to be launching in January.
Ah, cool.
So what we do is we're trying to provide a hub, a safe space for parents where they can come in, ask questions about anything to do with any part of video games or video game culture, to reassure them and to help them make proper purchasing decisions based on what's suitable for their child, what's interesting to their child, and what's within budget.
What kind of things do you get sort of asked? I mean, what are common questions parents might have?
You can come and have a look at our question board. So we're looking at things like lots of questions about Minecraft, lots of questions about managing screen time and how to cope with the aggression. Parents perceive aggression as a result of games, and we're trying to say it's not that the games are making the children violent, it's the frustration that comes from being really absorbed in a task and then being taken away.
So helping to sort of debunk a lot of the myths that people who aren't familiar with video games about sort of like, because on the outside looking in it probably must seem like a really hectic and violent environment, and people who are like passionate about games will say, well, it's not quite the way it goes, so it's going to be good to have something like this for parents who might be concerned about things like this.
Exactly. I mean, everything that's on this board, which I don't claim to be very artistic, but all the headlines on this board are taken from real Daily Mail articles. Are we bringing up a generation of murderers?
Yeah,
Ban
and that would shock parents.
Yeah, children are small people. Parents are still adults with thoughts and feelings and concerns, and a lot of the time they feel very confused and very guilty about this massive world that their kids are so interested in, and they just don't have the time to sit down and learn the basics that we all go through as gamers right from the very start. I mean, think about the genres. First-person shooter. Why on earth would you divide games into the camera? For a genre, that's very strange. So they have to get quite deep into the world of games and understand all the subtleties and the nuance before they're able to start making informed decisions. And often they don't have the time to get that far. So what we do is we help them out, we give them all the information that they need very simply, very clearly, and we track the variables that are interesting to them.
Now, that is really good. I think the world really does need something like this.
The world needs a game hub.
It needs this. You know, as I've already said, you know, a lot of parents don't really know. If they're not into games themselves, they won't know. So, you know, it's good to have someone to ask.
And, you know, when you talk to the parents, they're really very impressive about things like the techniques they use for managing screen time, the decisions they make about the age ratings. You know, they are really... The thing that unites all parents is they love their children and they want them to have the best time. So what we're all about is about helping them, supporting them, answering any questions in a sort of judgment-free environment so they can carry on doing what they love, which is obviously having fun with their kids.
Excellent, thank you very much. Do you have, obviously you're developing a site, do you have any cards? Or?
Absolutely, yeah. The site on the back is temporary as we build the brand new site.
Cool, alright then.
So, yeah, it's very temporary, but we're building the site actively. I'm speaking to the web designer every couple of days, so we're building something that's really designed for parents. Although I am finding that some ordinary gamers are actually quite interested, and they say there's something for them there for them as well, in terms of having a really detailed breakdown, because we write a report for each individual game, detailing everything from the age ratings to the content to even can it be tied into the curriculum. And sometimes ordinary gamers are finding that, you know, oh, I'm really interested in ancient Rome. Is there a city builder where I can find stuff about the Romans and, you know, learn about it and be involved? So there's something for everyone. We just need to get up and going and launch in January.
Right, so what is this all about?
It's a game about biology, and especially about synthetic biology. So in the game, you're a little bacterium, like this, and you go through a maze. And to go out of the maze, you have to find little pieces of DNA, and these pieces of DNA will help you go faster, for instance. So at the beginning of the game, you just have one flagella, as a Escherichia coli, and then you find a piece of DNA, this one, that when you equip, you have a second flagella that pops up on your bacterium, and then you will find some other pieces of DNA that will make you faster or give you new abilities.
Cool. So it kind of, does it simulate sort of evolution a little bit, or you know, just as a single-celled organism?
It's about real biology. So in the game there's a lot of stuff that's not realistic, like these bubbles and stuff, just for gameplay. It simulates real mechanisms, like when you put a gene in a bacterium, it will express itself and give new ability.
Right, oh, that's really cool. I like that.
So this gene really exists, and
So it's all kind of real, you know, aside from the really wacky colours.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Exactly. The mechanism is realistic.
Nice.
The world isn't.
Thank you very much. What are we doing?
That's cool. Beard noise.
Beard noise. What is this?
I honestly don't know. We just walked in.
They're riding pigs, so that's all.
Ah, right, cool.
Hungry Hippos sure has changed.
Hi, so what's this then?
This is the blueprint for my train. You want to have a look? Is it working?
Alright.
So you've got a train that just drives along, and you can choose which track you want to go on. So I want to go right, and select right. That's all about it so far.
Alright, cool.
Or you can also shoot a bit. The core mechanics to be train driving.
Yeah.
So it's train versus train combat, which might be quite interesting.
That sounds awesome. I've not heard of anything like that before. It's pretty cool.
Most train games are either a simulator or a flash game.
So, what are you doing right now? Are you testing or are you building it right now?
Right now I'm trying to get multiplayer to work.
Ah, right, okay.
Which I thought would be alright, but it's going to take me a lot longer than I thought it would.
Oh, well, game developing takes time. But it looks awesome so far. So, awesome. Best of luck.
Rematch! Right, okay. I think we're witches. Ah, we've got no guns. Stab him! Yeah! Why is it whenever we do one of these things, Steve always... How you all did? I'm at it, Joe. Yeah, I killed myself. You got Death Square. Death Square. Oh no, that's the stages.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know that.
I pressed the bomb button and blow myself up.
You need to stop using that bomb button.
I do.
You're not very good at the bomb button.
I am not good at the game.
Unfortunately, an occupational hazard of these things. Zero gravity deathmatch has stopped working. Everybody is disappointed.
It's Super Sword, Sword, Shield.
Super Swords or Shield?
Sword, Sword, Shield. Super Sword, Sword, Shield.
Super Sword, Shield. That's a mouthful. Oh, look at the layers! Oh,
yeah,
you suck.
I know. It's my first time. Be gentle.
No!
Mercy is for the weak.
Yeah, actually get a look at them now, you don't suck.
Yeah.
He's got the moustache for it.
Especially how he loses his arm when he gets hit as well.
I didn't notice that. So what is this one?
This is my third year university project.
Oh yeah?
This is done in around about 3.5 months. It's a 3-dimensional roguelike dungeon crawler.
Yeah.
With a twist is that it's real time. And so all the actions that you play out go into a stack of actions, a bit like the way that the Sims works.
Yeah, yeah.
You've got a pause button to pause the action. As soon as you unpause the actions play out one by one. Everything's generated at random, from the dungeons right through to the characters and the items that you find there. It's still a work in progress. I did intend to turn it into a commercial release, but as soon as I graduated, I walked straight into a job because of this demo.
Oh, that's alright then, isn't it?
So it's kind of gone onto the back burner a little bit. I'm looking for a release sometime next summer.
No, that's cool.
Oh, we're at the end of the dungeon already.
This is Nick. It's for the Ultimate competition, which is happening tomorrow.
Yeah.
And basically, the Ultimate competition, you had to choose 3 parts from the British Library, which was Fun Hill Abbey, Mask of the Red Death, and Whitby. Yeah, Whitby. We chose Fun Hill Abbey, which is Tower of the Card.
Oh yeah.
And the player has to fix it by collecting all these little orbs. And it's inspired by Escher sort of architecture, and it's built around the Rift.
Yeah.
So you can play it with the Rift, and yeah, it's just an exploration sort of swimmy game. Cool. Basically it.
I think I'm going to have a go at this with the Oculus.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, so you've got some different lenses for people who are short-sighted like me. Alright.
It's going to be blurry anyway.
Alright, okay.
It won't head track yet.
It won't head track yet.
Okay, like being at the optician.
Enable the head tracking.
Let's try.
Is this one better? Or is this one better?
So I'll just swap them out.
It is actually really cool that you can actually fit different lenses.
And now you can see what the actual screen looks like inside if you're interested.
You know, it's you don't really think about that, really, for video games and sort of stuff like the Oculus Rift. You know, a lot of people play games, play glasses, wear glasses. So this is actually really, I wouldn't have thought of this.
Okay, try those ones.
All right, let's try these ones.
They feel wobbly. Is that any better?
Oh wow, that's great. Is
that better?
Yeah, that's way better. Alright, okay.
So that tells you your goal, which is to collect these orbs to fix the tower, and the orange particles lead to new places.
Alright.
Once you're through this orange light, I don't know why I'm pointing. Once you're through this orange light, I'm going to put headphones on you.
Okay.
And let you play, okay?
Alright, so
press X to remove that.
Let's go.
Just want to put on the headphones, okay?
Okay, great.
There you go.
Oh wow. Right, so I'm collecting things. I'm collecting those.
And you're going to anything that's orange. That's where you've just come from.
That's where I've just come from.
So that's where you want to
Can you tell me a bit about this?
Yeah, sure. So the game is called Glitch Space. It's a first-person puzzle platform.
Yeah.
So basically, what you've got here on the screen is our programming interface.
Yes, yeah.
It's called Mill, and what it allows you to do is control, in this case, the red cube in front of you. And so use this interface to solve the puzzles that you come across. So in this instance, what you've got to do is create a bridge for yourself to effectively get to the next level.
Yeah.
And as you go through the game, it gets more and more complex to the point where you've actually got more intricate puzzle designs. You can also then get to the point where you're actually making your own programs, and you can actually use that to fire out with the gun.
Yeah.
And so it kind of gets a bit Minecrafty in that sense. It's like a mixture of all Minecraft stuff.
Mike's basically trying to learn some visual design language. I think that's the general gist of it, isn't it?
Yeah, basically a visual programming language.
Those anteaters are adorable.
They really are.
Jay approves.
Yeah, I like them. Oh, I do. It's looking at space.
Oh wow.
That's kiss.
It's a Super Game Jam game. We made it for a documentary.
Yeah.
And it's out now on Steam, and I made this with Tom Francis.
Yeah.
So it's been developed in 48 hours.
Oh, cool.
So this is the end result, actually, of the Game Jam.
So you've got to use the tongue to get down.
Yes, to get all the ends. And you have the red ones that are fire ends. And if you grab that, you keep it on your tongue. And you can, if the other one has its tongue out, it retracts because you like hit him with a fire end. So you need to have your tongue go at him, and if it hits him with a fire end, then it retracts his tongue, so he loses his end. So you can kind of compete with each other.
So you can sabotage the other player.
You can sabotage them.
So you say it's available on Steam in like 48 hours?
Yeah, and it's the Steam thing is like a whole. It's 5 episodes with 2 developers being matched together and then or mixed together, and they make a game in 48 hours. So there's 5 episodes, and I'm in the last episode. So
awesome.
You can buy the whole package with all the games and the episodes. So,
cool.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So here in GameCity, it's not just video games and computer games. There are also an interesting selection of board games. I have no idea what's going on here, but it seems to have something to do with mirrors and lights.
It's kind of laser chess.
Laser chess! That sounds like something out of Star Trek, it's great.
I can imagine them playing it in Star Trek actually.
We've only played it a couple of times.
The pieces are all going to be symmetrical to start off with, and then you've got to angle them in different ways. Each move, either move the piece in any direction once, or turn it 90 degrees.
And then you've got to
change the mirror angle.
Use the light to hit the pharaoh.
Alright, so basically you checkmate, shall we say, by shining the light on the pharaoh.
Yes.
That's cool.
So great moves first.
Alright.
And you've got to push the laser light after each turn.
So I think it's going to hit your red one here.
Oh, right, so, right.
And so I can...
So basically you've just got to bounce the light around, so either light can hit either piece.
Yeah. Your turn. Hey, side has one.
So we have a checkmate here. Let's have a look. Alright, so where again? That's shining there.
To there, into that one, and then across, and then back to there.
Oh yeah, there we go. Awesome, well done.
It's a tap game, 2 players, use a controller, and you only need the thumbstick. And if you hold both up, then the game starts and it will be playing. I hope this is working. Just holding. Oh yeah, okay. So you are the orange cat, and you are this cat. Your owners hate each other on the schoolyard, and so you have to defend the owners by doing poses, of course. So the left thumbstick is your left arm, the right arm, and now you have to match these poses they do here to kind of get into the game, warming up.
I'm not quite sure what I'm looking at, but it's awesome.
Yeah, it's weirdly attractive, right?
Yeah.
That's what intrigued us as well. And now they will show you what you have to do. You are good at it. You guys dancers? Really?
Not really. I think we made the same mistake there.
Just noticed the pants.
Yeah, well, we should put it in the toilet.
Okay.
Who are you? Better be you now. I think Jay just sneaked in the...
But we should...
Oh!
Yeah! That's the best.
For the cat's friend.
If the points are the same, then you guys become friends.
Wait.
You see this that often.
Right, so this looks interesting. What's this then?
This game is called Criminel, and it's a detective game made for the iPad. It's about forensic photography and you taking photos and using them to solve murders. And it's got a very mysterious and slightly supernatural twist.
Oh, that's cool. I've been seeing this guy sort of like waving it around the room, so you kind of use the pad as a viewer.
You can use there's 2 ways of playing. You can use the iPad and its gyroscope as you would use to take a real photo with a camera and sort of look around the crime scene and take photos. Or you can just switch and sort of swipe if you want to lie down or just sit and use it. And what Tony's doing now, so this is the photos that he's taken in the crime scene, and he needs to use them to actually solve the crime. He's got some suspects there, and he sort of has to match up stuff from the photos, such as the footprint and the type of weapon, and whether there was a struggle or not, what kind of wound it is, to the suspects there and try and solve this case. It should be out February next year.
Criminel.
Yes.
So Fragments, what it is, it's a narrative-driven adventure game where, you know how in video games you usually play the hero and you're led about by a little guide as you go about saving the day. In this game you play as the guide that leads the hero. The hero grows older as you progress through the game, so at the very beginning the delay is a whole 3 seconds long. The first act is meant to be really slow, emphasis on the this terrified child who's never gone through the world before. They're just terrified of it, hesitant. As you progress through the game, the delay shortens over time. So by the time you're an adult, the delay would have shortened so much that you're now one-to-one with the hero instead of the guide.
It's a very stylish looking game.
Oh, thank you very much. It takes a lot of cues from, have you heard of a game called Kentucky Route Zero?
I haven't personally, but no.
A gorgeous game, but also they do a lot of fantastic stuff in storytelling. So that's exactly the right thing.
Hey, so what's this all about?
So basically playing this game called Pixel Rift, which is a 2D jumping platform game.
Yeah.
And then you play this game back in time, in this person's life. So in this demo you're at school playing the game in a Game Boy, and then you have to hide the game from the teacher and manage to finish the game without the teacher carrying you playing, basically.
So is this part of a project then?
So this is my final project, the National Film School.
Oh yeah?
There's more games over there.
Yeah, I've checked them out.
And I'm planning to release this game next year, so it's now on Steam Greenlight for vote.
Oh, awesome.
And in the website you can download the demo to play, there's a PC version, there's Oculus Rift, you guys have Oculus Rift, you can download the demo and play it. So it's on the pixelriftgame.com.
Did you get the box fight? Man, get the box fight. The best one. I got a lot of You went back to Halloween.
I'm just playing it. Beard noise.
So, that was FireButton's Day 3 of GameCity. What do you think?
It's alright. I'm playing at Mario Kart and Zero Gravity Deathmatch. That's all you need to know.
There's some more cool games on show as well. What were some of the ones that you thought were pretty cool?
What was that?
The Oculus Rift one that I went on.
Yeah.
Like, there was the bug in it with the camera sort of going off to the side, but other than that, it's definitely something I've been looking to play more of.
Yeah, I played on a different Oculus Rift one. I can't remember the name of it, but you were like searching for like balls of light in this like environment, and it just made me think I'd love to see an Oculus Rift Mist game.
See, I didn't get to play it myself, but this guy who's currently on camera played this, and it was friggin' awesome.
Yeah.
I got the high score on that as well.
You did. But I'll be at Mario Kart.
Sure.